Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Improve from Improve Gaming, and today, quickly before we carry on, I have a new person in my town. As you can see with the house, someone's just moved in, and the person who moved in was this dude, Theo Gordon. Theo Gordon actually has a special thing. He's the clown. So, let's just quickly send all my characters off to... Got no books. That's a shame. So, is there anywhere else I need to... Yep, there's one more place I need to get to. So as you guys know, during the time when I come on to this game, it can only mean one thing. Story time. Story time today is chapter 5, guys. Chapter 5 of The Creature Teacher. So, let's find the one and only Miss Marg. So we're on chapter 5, guys. My heart beat hard. My heart beat hard against my chest. I turned my eyes to Celeste, then to Molly. Had they seen those disgusting feet? They sat very straight, eyes locked on Mrs. Marg's face. I searched for Brad and found him in the front row. He was tapping a pencil on his desk. One sec, guys, because it's Goosebumps. They're reading it. Very casually, pretending everything was okay, I turned back to Miss Marg. I tried not to stare down at her feet, but I did. I couldn't help it. Well, what are you staring at? Miss Marg demanded again. Huh? Me? I could feel beads of sweat from my form on my forehead. I'm staring at nothing. I'm staring at nothing. My voice came out with a croaky whisper. Miss Marg shook her blobby head from the side to side. Didn't anyone tell you I'm a monster? My heart raced now. Well, Miss Marg marched to the chart at the front of the room. Her feet smacked the floor wettily with every lumbering step. She picked up a large pointer and jabbed it at the top of the chart. At the big black word, food chain. Can anyone explain to Paul about the food chain? She growled. Her big cow eyes moved across the room. Mary? Mary was the red-haired girl at the end of the row. The big thing, the big eat the little, she said timidly. I mean, the powerful eat the less powerful. Miss Marg tapped the chart impatiently with her long pointer. That's not quite the way I'd describe it, she said gruffly. I'd say that the higher species eat the lower species. Brad raised his hand. Little fish eat plankton, he said, and bigger fish eat little fish, and even bigger fish eat the big fish. And people eat the bigger fish, a chubby boy next to the window declared. And monsters eat people, Miss Marg roared, her doughy face bobbed up and down as she opened her mouth in a long, loud laugh. No one else in the room joined in. I squinted at the chart. I saw 20 or 25 rectangular white cards face down. On the top, on the name of each card, the names of everyone in the class. Is it some kind of achievement chart? I wonder who had... I wonder, we had those... One sec, guys. I wonder... We had those in 2nd grade. Everyone got a gold or silver star. Kind of babyish for 6th grade. Paul, do you know what a bottom feeder is? Miss Marg raspberry baritone interrupted my thoughts. I gulped. Well, in the lake or the ocean, it's a fish that swims along the bottom and eats things. I swiped sweat from my forehead with the back of my hand. Yes, that's right, Miss Marg grinned. It isn't good to be on the bottom, is it, class? Some of the kids shook their heads and muttered, No! If you're on the bottom, you're going to get eaten, Miss Marg exclaimed excitedly. I saw Molly grab her forehead as if she had a bad headache. Besides, her Celeste covered her mouth with both hands. Paul, you've come to our school where the students like to be on top, Miss Marg continued. As she talked, she taped the food chain chart. She tapped the food chain chart with a pointer. And in my class, everyone works really hard to stay on top. She leant forward, chins bobbing, wet eyes locked on me. Because guess what, Paul? I'm a bottom feeder. That's right. After the talent show in about 3 weeks, I'm going to check the food chain. I'm going to see who's at the very bottom, and then I'm going to have a feast. Her whole body shook as she roared with laughter. She howled and slapped her knees, which made her dress bounce around as if it were filled with footballs. I laughed too. I mean, the whole idea was funny. It was a cruel joke to play on a new student, but it was very funny. It was a very funny joke, and I bet it scared a lot of new kids who didn't realise it was a joke. But I'm a joker, remember, and you can't kid a kidder. And I knew what was going on. It's funny, I cried. It's very funny. I'm shaking. Ooh, I'm shaking. Miss Marg cut her laughter short. Her smile faded to Angus Gold. What's so funny? She growled. The whole thing, I replied. I mean, the chart and everything. Is there a joke here I missed? Miss Margs asked. Turned to the whole class. Somebody, please tell me the joke. I like a good laugh. What's funny? Silenced the chubby kid next to me. Coughed. No one said a word. Were you laughing at me, Paul? Miss Marg demanded. Does something about me strike you as funny? No, I cried. But the food chain. Yes, the food chain. She smacked the pointer so hard against the chart, it split into two. Then she waved the broken pointer at me. Swim as hard as you can, Paul, she growled. Swim as high as you can. Because after the talent show on the 18th, I'm going to see who is at the bottom of the food chain. I'm going to pick out on whomever it is. Great deal, I cried, laughing. I'll bring the barbecue sauce. No one laughed. What was wrong with these kids? That was funny. The whole thing was funny, wasn't it? Celeste had her finger on her lips. She began motioning frantically for me to shut up. But I wasn't going to fall for this type of joke. No way. Can we roast marshmallows afterwards? I asked. Again, no one laughed. No one cracked a smile. The kids were good actors. Miss Marg bent over her desk. I could see that she was writing something. After a few seconds, she held it up. A white card printed on it. It was my name, Paul Prez. I put Velcro on the back of these so I can move them around, she told me. I'm putting your name at the top of the food chain, Paul, since you're new, with quick, sharp rips. Miss Marg moved all the cards down one space to make room for mine. I watched as she smacked my name at the top, on the top of the chart, pressing down onto it to make sure she hung securely in place. That isn't fair, a thin pale girl near the door protested. I worked hard to be on top. Why should he take my place? Don't worry, Sharon, Miss Marg replied. I have a feeling he won't be up there for long. Put him in the bottom, the chubby kid in the back row shouted. Put him in the bottom, put him in the bottom, a few kids began to chant. Wow, I thought those people are taking the joke too far, aren't they? I mean, let it drop. It really isn't funny anymore. Okay, students, Miss Marg clapped her hands together once. They made a wet smacking sound like her bare feet. Fun time is over. It's time to get back down to work. I shook my head. Fun time? Scared the new kid. That was fun time. As I said, we'll start today with the grammar homework, Miss Marg announced. She turned to the blackboard and wrote, Won't you come to my house? I would love to have you for lunch. Who would like to do this one? She asked. Every hand in the classroom shot up. I couldn't believe it. Some kids raised both hands. Pick me! Please pick me. Talk about teacher's pet. Paul, please approach the blackboard, Miss Marg growled. Let's see if you can tell the difference between the subject and the verb. Why couldn't she pick someone else? Every other kid in the class wanted to go up there. Why pick me? I hesitated. Quickly now, she slapped the blackboard with her meaty fist. It left a wet, round stain on the board. I slowly stood and walked to the front of the classroom. I felt everyone's eyes on me. Celeste flashed me a thumb up as I pressed her past her desk. If he messes up, call on me, Brad called out. Great roommate. No, call on me, no, me. What was their problem? I suppose those kids just loved competing. Here you go, Miss Marg held out a piece of chalk. I took another step and heard a horrifying squish. My foot sank into something soft. With a gasp, I stared down and cried, Oh! No! Oh no! So what do you think could have happened, guys? I don't know if I'm going to do this tomorrow. I might do a different game, because I have lots of games to play on my phone, and some I tend to doze on more than others. Why are you always... There we go. I just want to send these on as long as missions possible. So, hopefully, like, yeah, guys, I can get through, like, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of I'm kind of getting freaked out, guys, a bit, because it's so much stuff to do. It's such a good game, such a good book series, and all honesty, guys, I could read the entire Goosebumps book series for fun. Hey, I am already doing that. And I'm also trying to show you guys how much fun it can be as well. So, if you next go around, guys, looking for something fun to do, don't stop by a game shop. Don't just go out and buy a new console. Stop by a bookstore. Pick up a book. Have a look around. See if there's a book you'd love. There might be books that you never thought about, and now you're given the opportunity to read. Remember, guys, not only are there scary books, there's adventure books, there's goose books, there's things that haunt you in the night, things that haunt you in the day. But don't forget, guys, no matter what, it's not about if you're scared, it's not about having the confidence. It's about having the chance to pick up a book and read it. I'm not the best at reading. I don't claim to be. I claim to be someone who just loves. I just love different word functions. I love different stories. All honesty, guys, I just love the Goosebumps. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.